EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Field on the bootleg, rolling to his right. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Mayfield now. He completes it to Beckham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long. Go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8. Mayfield to throw it. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're going to get the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Now Landry. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road. And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Hooked up by Jesse Bates. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. His throw incomplete. The tight end C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They'll run with Mixon. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. Back near his goal line. Here's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And he's going to get this one down to the 13-yard line. That
interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And this one's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Able to find Higgins. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Burrow going for it on 4th. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. T. Higgins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. He'll buy some time right, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Second down and 10.
Now Joe Mixon, and not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now, Bengals on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
At the 42-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
B.J. Goodson made the...
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On second down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now, Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzomah. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Burrow. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use it.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And this is picked up by the Browns. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
7 yards, the pickup there.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bengals' 41-yard line.
They go with Chubb on second down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First down, Browns.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Burrow will throw. He's going to go up top again. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Drew Sample, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Burrow, he's going to keep it on the option.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And, boy, he did it there.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Shotgun, they run with Mixon. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. That's going to be caught. Way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And give him credit. He deserves it. But this is such a breakdown defensively. My goodness. From a pass rush perspective, you know that they got to be coming hard on 4th down trying to get to the quarterback. But from a coverage perspective, how do you not see that play developing? And it turns into a touchdown.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. The Browns drive about to get started, and their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And the ball is knocked out, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the 1st down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Marr now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
The score, Bengals 21, Browns 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He'll throw from the gun. That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
And the Browns.
1st down, Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
The 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they've peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense wasn't.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. And Parkey's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
5-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
You know what it is. Take it to the house.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tackle and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
3rd and 3.
Burrow now off the bootleg. He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his
his third touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
At the 42-yard line.
Burrow now, a big spot for the Heisman Trophy winner. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The kick by Maher is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Rolling with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And a good job defensively. They stopped them short of the first at the 32. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mixon with it. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Gets this into the hands of Samaje Perine. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
They'll run with Mixon. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Chubb. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Get me! They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Nick Chubb hit 21.95 miles an hour on a long touchdown run in 2019, fourth fastest in the NFL, and he flashed the big-time speed again there.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
That's the score. Browns 31, Bengals 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives it...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Tackle made by Jesse Bates. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and inches.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Cleveland, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1.
And they'll get a trip to Vegas next week for a date with the Raiders.
Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee.